Hi everyone! I hope you're having a good day, because if not, today I'll introduce you to three very cute, delicious, and fun experiments. Join me on this adventure. This experiment is very entertaining to watch. I call it the lava lamp. What you'll need: bottle and jar, vegetable oil, food coloring, water, and antacid tables, the kind that fish in water. How to do it?
1. Clean out your bottle or jar. Fill it 1/3 away with water. 2. Now, add your vegetable oil. It should take up the remaining 3/4 of the bottle. Make sure there is about an inch of room at the top. Wait for the oil to settle on top of the water. 3. Add a few drops of food coloring. They will slowly travel through the oil and will mix with the water. Pour with the help of an adult. Drop one in and watch what happens. Keep adding more to create a cool bubbling effect. This experiment works because the antacid releases gas when it comes in contact with the water. This gas is less dense than the water and the oil. It creates bubbles that travel up through the oil. Since the food coloring is dissolved in the water, you can see the bubbles creating a fun lava effect.
The following experiment is titled Edible Glass. Join me in doing it. What you'll need: cups granulated sugar, cup corn syrup, non-stick cooking spray, spoon or spatula, parchment paper, saucepan, baking sheet, cup water, cream of tartar, and food coloring. How to do it? 1. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper. And coat with non-stick cooking spray. 2. In a saucepan, combine sugar, corn syrup, water, and a pinch of cream of tartar. With the help of an adult, slowly bring this mixture to a boil, starting with very low heat. This could take up to a half hour. Make sure that it reaches a boil slowly, or the sugar mixture will begin to turn yellow. 4. Once the sugar is completely melted and clear, have an adult remove the saucepan from the stove and carefully pour the melted sugar onto the lined baking sheet. Carefully spread it with a spatula. Let cool. If you want, you can add a few drops of food coloring. Swirl around to create a stained glass effect. 5. When the sugar is completely cooled and hardened, you can pick it up, shatter it, and even eat it. The process of making this candy glass is cool and kind of similar to how actual glass is made, but the temperatures are much hotter. Glass is made by heating sand to over 3000 Fahrenheit. When the sand cools, it forms an amorphous solid. Molecules are arranged neatly. In an amorphous solid, molecules are more disorganized, and this makes these types of solids transparent and brittle. Our last experiment is very amazing, called making hot ice. What you need: cups, white vinegar, tablespoon is baking soda, wooden spoon, glass measuring cup or bowl, made from heat-safe plastic wrap, refrigerator, baking sheet. How to do it? 1. Pour the vinegar into the saucepan. Slowly add in the baking soda, in small batches. If you add the two too quickly, the vinegar will react with the baking soda and bubble up too fast. Mix until all of the baking soda and vinegar is combined, and then continue to stir to make sure that it looks like it's done bubbling. 2. When you're done, you'll have a lot of liquid. Now, you'll need to boil it on the stove until it reduces down to just the water left behind. The goal is to get the liquid to evaporate off, leaving just the sodium acetate. You'll want to boil it until crystals begin to form on the surface. This could take about an hour. To pour the solution into a glass measuring cup. Cover with plastic wrap and make sure to put some holes in the plastic wrap so that gas can escape. Be sure not to disturb the solution too much as it will cause the reaction to be less effective. Let the solution chill in the refrigerator until it's cold. While the solution is in the fridge, carefully scrape off and save some of the crystals that formed. Once the solution is cold, you're ready to experiment. You've created sodium acetate. This is a super cool liquid, which means that it exists in liquid form, but it's ready to solidify when it's touched. Simply touching it can make it solid again. This will cause the solution to crystallize, and as it does, it releases heat, creating hot ice. Lava lamp experiment así que es more experiment. Hot ice experiment as best as lava lamp experiment. Hot ice experiment isn't it as the edible glass. The lava lamp experiment is cheaper than edible glass. The lava lamp experiment is faster than hot ice experiment. Lava lamp is the brightest of the rest experiment.